What's going on, everybody? Welcome to my second video. Super excited to get into this one. If you watched my first one, you already know what we're about to do. If you didn't, welcome, and here's the explanation. Last video, we went over a show from 2015 called Sexbox. Talk about a hook. The show's whole pitch is that it's the most radical form of couples therapy ever done. And they're not lying. Essentially, it doesn't have to be a man and a woman. Essentially, a couple goes on this show in front of a live studio audience, and they talk to some therapists about their problems, whatever they may be. And then when they're done talking to the therapist, they get in a big metal box, and then they come out and they talk about it again, because apparently the endorphins are flowing, and, you know, there's no reasoning for this show to have ever existed. There's no rationale, but it does. We live in this consumerist society where I get to watch all the craziest shit I want, so I'm gonna watch it, goddammit. This is America. If I want to watch a TV show where two people just bone in a box, and I just have to imagine what it's like, I'm gonna watch it. And I'm gonna flush down 17 drinks. So today, we are gonna dive into the second couple. In the first video, we covered the first couple. Naturally, second video covered the second couple. I think you're pretty much keeping up with what I'm saying. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't watched this show in a good minute. I had a script for the whole video, but I'm not even gonna tap into it. We're just gonna watch this because it's been so long since I've watched it. It'd be disingenuous for me to read off, you know, the points that I left for myself. I just want to experience this as if it's the first time I'm watching it.
Okay, let's get ready for couple number 2.
Like, am I crazy for thinking this, or do other people really have these same thoughts? Are you nervous, honey?
Yes.
Here they come. Stay with them.
No, I'm sorry.
Rebecca and Dyson
Sorry, I have to pause it already. So in between couples, they do this thing where like they show the behind the scenes of like getting ready, and I don't know why they have to make it feel like a NASA spaceship is launching. Stay with them. All right, get ready for takeoff. All right, checking the parameters. Stay with them now. Go on, Alpha Charlie, go on. Such a weird, I've never seen any TV show leave that detail in there for something as simple as keeping the camera on the only two people you have to keep the camera on. Pretty sweet. Hey, welcome back to Stuttering with Frankie.
Dyson and I have been together for 17 years and married 10 of those.
I met Rebecca, I was like 19, and I was just a young, dumb playboy.
Sexually, he and I have experimented with everything, but he's always pushing the envelope.
What if I could come to an agreement that...
I could come to an agreement. Did you really just say that?
I mean, we could come to an agreement. I've been trying to figure out, how do I have my cake and eat it too?
Right now, while we have young kids, that's where I draw the line. That's where the boundary is going to be.
Boundaries are for people that want to stay in the box.
Greatest concern for me is that we won't grow.
Dude, oh, that's legendary gaslighting, dude. Bang! Guys, seriously take notes, because this is fantastic, and I just remembered what their problem is in the relationship. Oh my god, dude, take notes. This guy is the actual GOAT. This woman is doing something as simple as setting a boundary, which if you guys don't understand when he said, I want to have my cake and eat it too, they're in a relationship, and he wants to add another person into the relationship. They'll get into it. I'll let them explain it. And she said, no. No. That's my boundary. You see that right there? That's the line. I'm just politely asking you to not cross it. And he's literally just like, what are you, some sort of fucking square? Babe, boundaries are for losers. You don't want to be a loser. Squares stay in the box. You a mere circles. You a mere some other shape with less or more than 4 sides. Come on.
Greatest concern for me is that we won't grow so that we can't really truly take our marriage and our relationship to the next level.
I fear that we're gonna slip into the routine so much and end up doing something detrimental to our relationship and our family.
Okay, wait. Sorry. I'm stopping it again. I feel like I hear couples say this shit all the time. You always want to take your marriage to the next level. We gotta take it to the next fucking level. Dude, you've been together for 17 years. you beat the game. Just ride it out. I've been in a relationship for 5 years. I don't even know. I don't know if we've transcended levels. I think we just enjoy being together. What's up with having to gamify everything? Levels? I don't know what people mean when they say, I gotta take it to the next level. I gotta take it to the next. I'm gonna marry him even harder. I'm gonna love him even harder. Dude, just love your spouse. But her thing is at least reasonable. You can tell that her heart's in the right place. She wants to level up. She wants to freaking love him harder. But he says, I'm afraid that we're going to get bored and one of us is going to do something detrimental to the relationship. That sounded like I'm going to do it. You should just agree to it now. Save yourself the despair. I just don't want to get bored and like one of us do something crazy. I don't want us to get bored and one of us just go off and fuck someone. What the heck? The box. The box!
Hello, Rebecca and Dyson. Welcome to Sexbox.
Thank you.
So we got to see a little bit of your tape, learned a little bit about you, but I know there's a whole lot more going on in your relationship.
Oh. Fuck. My head is blocking Shorty. Gotta make my... Alright, is that good?
Learned a little bit about you, but I know there's a whole lot more going on in your relationship.
We've been together for 17 years now.
Yeah.
And
Right. A lot of time.
just looking to spice things up a little bit.
And we've done that to a certain degree, but
What have you done?
we've had threesomes, foursomes, moresome, done everything.
Yeah! I didn't know the term moresomes existed until I watched this episode. I ain't gonna lie. She looks
I would consider
appalled.
myself to be bisexual, but
So that's working for you. Everything you talked about feels good. That's working.
Yeah. She thinks I'm too far outside the sex box.
What is it you're wanting to do that's too outside the box for her?
I'd like to date other women with my wife.
You're looking to keep things as they are, but also bring in another partner so that the three of you have what some would call a throuple.
Exactly.
So are you okay?
it would be if we didn't have children in the home, I would have another woman live in the house. I just want him to know that there are parameters.
This other woman, would she be considered also your wife?
Yeah, I mean, put whatever label you want on it.
So why do you want that? What is it about Rebecca as your wife that now you feel that you need another woman
I was gonna pause, but I need to
to
know.
connect with emotionally in addition to Rebecca?
I think being in a relationship with someone longer than 5 years, you start to get into a routine. And I think the routine is the death of sex and intimacy and all that. Chris Rock does this bit about old versus new, you know? And there's a lot of good things about.
I forgot. She's a pastor. Did you just call your wife? No. No, Dyson. Named after the vacuum? Wow, this guy is one of the horniest individuals maybe on Earth. I don't know if he's having any thoughts not regarding sex. I truly do not know I don't know if he has a job. Perhaps he works in that industry. I don't know. Every thought out of his mouth is how can I have it's kind of meta. Just how can I have more? All right, if we just like add one more person to the relationship, add it, we do like a couple threesomes a week, a couple foursomes and moresomes here and there, give or take, I could probably bone like 28 times a week. And then if I wake up a little earlier, if I get up at 5 a.m., do a little run, I could probably do one there, right? We could slide in the schedule.
That was absolutely the most horrible example.
Yeah, it's a
Of course, I
terrible
don't even
example.
use that word.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know. I'm gonna have to bleep that out.
17
probably.
years I know this man. He has brash delivery.
I'm from New York, that's what we do.
Let me just explain something to you about the old
Yeah,
and the new.
I feel ya.
Classics are old, but you never trade them because they're so valuable.
Hey,
I am
man!
classic.
You keep saying things that are hurtful to her,
Right.
and you keep defending him.
Yes.
Get him, girl.
Get
We
him!
would love to go home with you guys and help you with this on the spot. We can't do that, but that's why we have the sex box. And when you go into the sex box and you have sex, you're gonna come out, your oxytocin's gonna be high, and you're gonna be at your most honest and your most vulnerable. I have one question for the two of you. Are you ready to go into the sex box?
I cannot stand when that motherfucker, he does this every time. If you watch the last video, you know that he did it last time, and he does it for this couple and the next couple. When he's about to say, do you want to go in? He just has this, I imagine that, like, he, like, went to the producers with this line and was like, guys, come on, please, you gotta let me improv this into the show. Like, it's so funny if you just let me say this. When he goes, I could come home with you guys and help you out with this, I would. Dude, believe me, I would be there. If you guys would just, like, take me in the back seat and, like, let me into your bedroom and sit in my little cuck chair and, like, just give you guys some direction, dude, I'd help you. But I can't. And just know that that's tearing me apart inside. Because all I want to do is help you guys fuck. That's all I want to do. I want to help you bone. And I can't. The laws of the society I was born into don't allow it. But God willing, in another world, in another universe, I'll be in there. Holding your hips. Pushing them in and out.
Are you ready to go into the sex box?
Don't edit that clip. Don't edit that clip of her looking unsure to try to convince me that she's not jumping out of that seat. They just threw in a clip from like 10 minutes ago where she's like, that it seems like she might not want to. They're getting in there. They might knock the walls off the fucking place.
I'm your retirement
I got
fear,
commercials.
but don't be
Damn it! While I wait for them to be done, let's just go over what we've seen so far. Their problem is that they are both the horniest people on earth. But Dyson is just a little hornier. And he's gaslighting his wife into a throuple that she would be okay with, besides one thing. And he can't just wait for his kids to leave home. He's like, either you're going to agree to it, or one of us is going to get bored and fuck somebody else. One of us is going to get bored. I don't even know who. Could be me. Could be you. And then they're probably, one of us is going to cheat on the other person. So we might as well just add that person in now. I mean, where's the line, Dyson? I mean, soon he's going to be like, we need a fourth. Like, what are we playing? Fucking Fortnite? Is his whole life just going to be trying to, like, cultivate a team of bangers? There's a weird part of me deep down that just wants to respect it, though. The real weird part of me deep down that is like, you know what I mean?
Can the sex box help them find some common ground?
I have one question.
Oops, sorry. Narrator kind of made me think about something here, and that is, he said, will the sex box help them come to an agreement? Whatever he said. I don't know the exact wording. If you think the answer is anything other than a resounding no, you have lost the plot. This method of couples therapy, I can kind of wrap my head around working for people who are not having enough of what happens in the box. Facilitating that to happen, and then also incorporating therapy, I can wrap my brain around that. When we're dealing with someone who's too horned out, too freaked out, and you offer them a space to just keep doing that, I don't think his brain chemistry is going to change at all after he walks out of that box. They're going to walk out of there the same people they walked in because they're freaked out. They probably did it on the way there. This is going to do zip, zip, nada. That would be like in AA, they give you a big bottle of vodka to pass around the like circle of chairs. You all take shots and then you talk about your alcohol problem. That doesn't make sense. Your problem is the drinking.
Are you ready to go into the sex box?
Yes, of course they are, bro.
You have to actually make it worth my while.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm down.
Yeah, we'll do it.
You guys have built a relationship.
Surprise!
All right. So let's send you into the sex box.
Let's send them in.
Have fun
Like
in there.
soldiers.
Our experts have advised Rebecca and Dyson to get back to basics and enjoy each other one-on-one before they even begin to consider adding a third party to their marriage.
They make it seem like there's a right and a wrong to both parties here. The girl is completely in the right, and this is just like there's a very simple answer to this problem. The answer is no. Do you know what I mean? Like, the answer is no.
Watching, I think, your experience of that.
I still don't believe that Rebecca really, deep down inside, want to bring another woman in their home, be it children in or out of the house. I see her as a woman who does not want to lose her man, so I'm just going to do whatever it takes to keep him.
Okay.
It's not ridiculous. It's not ridiculous to say that. My only problem with your theory is that we've already established that, again, it's not just him that's freaked out of his mind. It's both of them. They've done all that before. I think she knows what she's in for. I don't think she married him and is now, like, surprised he wants to, like, fuck everything that moves. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I agree. She's afraid of losing this guy. And her body language has said it.
This is a bisexual woman that wants to engage with every part of her sexuality. And she's doing it within a safe, comfortable, committed relationship.
26 minutes! Damn!
Oh, wow.
Boom!
Yes.
That is an amazing exit.
The girls next.
They just walked out. They didn't do anything special. They just walked out. All right. Just had this thought. You three. How did you end up in the live studio audience? How do audiences for, like, new shows even cultivate? You don't have to, like, buy a ticket, right? Do they pay you to go? I just need to know, like, this whole show is based off the fact that there's a bunch of people there. And you have to, like, you're on a stage. There's a bunch of people watching you. That's a big selling point. I have never even considered how these people get there. How the fuck are you here, bruh? How are you here? Why are you here? Why would anybody choose to be in the audience of this show? I don't know.
26 minutes and 41 seconds in the sex box.
Tell us what happened in there.
I'm ready for a nap.
So weird. Dyson, you dirty dog!
He was just very attentive and very sweet, which that's how I know him to be. So he
And I need to do more of that. Truthfully,
You normally don't do that?
No. You know, I'll be the first to admit that I'm lazy and I get a little, I jump in the bed and I take my clothes off and I lay there like a starfish, you know?
If you can't handle enough energy with one woman, why do you want two?
Well, I think if we brought somebody else in, I would be re-inspired to, you know what I mean?
I like to lay back like a Subaru. You know what I mean? Well, then why do you want another woman? Well, how do I say this? My wife doesn't excite me. No! I mean, there really isn't, like, a nice, loving way to say want a third. He's just really hammering home that he is just not excited to do anything with his wife. And it's kind of hurting my feelings. And I'm not his wife.
Your body language spoke to, I kind of really don't want to do this.
See, that's odd to me.
I'm doing it either by default, pressure.
That's how I kind of feel.
He's felt like that before, and I can understand that.
And I don't want to feel that from her. I don't want to feel like I'm coercing her into
I don't
doing
feel that.
something.
I really believe.
So you don't want her to feel coerced into doing something, but we came on TV so I could coerce you into doing something. I don't even know what we're doing anymore. This guy's making no sense. I don't know. Why can't life be simple? You get one wife! This is how the world works!
What are you afraid will happen?
I'm afraid that he'll lose the central core of our relationship and our family.
Of you.
Me and our
her.
kids.
You and
She's afraid of
But
losing her place.
That's all that is exactly what I'm picking up from you.
Me too.
You
And
are
me too.
afraid
Me too.
if I open that door, he walks out one day, he may not just walk out physically, he may check out emotionally.
checking out emotionally would be worse.
Your fear is correct in that if he does.
Based on what you just said, can we agree you're not going to do this?
I can't guarantee that.
So we all agree, right? Yes, we all agree. So you're not going to do it. Can't guarantee it. Yeah, no, I hear what y'all are saying, right? I'm picking up the chitter chatter. I'm probably just going to do whatever the fuck I want to do, though. Sorry. Sorry. Name of the game here is you either let me do it or I'm just gonna do it. But both results, I'm doing it. I'm doing it one way or the other. Dyson gets what Dyson wants. Baby want milky, baby get milky. Oh my god, I got more ads!
Because that will always be a fantasy that I'll hold on to in the back of my mind.
Right now, I'm talking about
Right now? Oh,
currently.
yeah. I'm
Right
with it.
now.
Yes, I'm with it. She's like, no, let's not talk about it. We'll revisit in a year or two.
I'm not talking about forever. I'm talking
Yeah,
about
right now,
right
yeah,
now.
I'm totally cool with that. I'm in this with her. For the first time ever, I got my head on straight and I'm like, you know what? We have kids. We've built this foundation.
Exactly.
Let's
why
make it
I'm not
work instead
concerned.
of me working against you and you working against me.
So you're saying
All
for the
right.
first
All
time
right.
in your marriage, you're together in talking, communicating, and you compromising,
guitar,
making an
bro.
adjustment to giving up what you really are saying you wanted to do so that you have two willing partners.
Yeah.
You're going to put it on the back burner for
Yeah,
a while.
for sure.
And
Wow.
revisit in a year, talk about it again, and see where you're at.
Yeah.
Oh, you've got my support.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wow. Wow. So strong. Ah. You're so strong, Dyson. You finally are not cheating on your wife. You must really love her to not cheat on her. S, I'm so proud of you for not seeking out other women. I mean, that's called the bare minimum, man. Some people just put the bar so low and that when they go over it, think they're going above and beyond. When in reality, the bar was just 6 inches off the ground. I don't know how to like do that little pop-up thing where the video goes like right here. Like you're like, if you want to see the last video, click here. I don't know how to do that, but it will be on my channel. I only have 2 videos. Freshman and sophomore. Freshman and sophomore, baby. Next one is June. Next one, I'm dropping the junior one soon. Let me know which video you like first or the second video. Let me know which couple you like more, the first or the second couple. And I will be back hopefully sooner than in 2-month intervals to give you guys some more fantastic content. Thank you guys so much for tuning back into the channel. If you subscribe, next video will open with a kiss. We'll receive a kiss. If you don't subscribe, you'll still get the kiss, but you'll know that it really wasn't for you. And that's kind of like a weird, like you're going to receive it, but you're going to know that like I didn't mean it. But if you sub, you'll know next video when you get a kiss through the screen that you'll know it's for you, my beautiful. So, all right, let's get up out of here. Bye. All right, door that way.